Now, I realize that the position doesn't actually exist, but if you were made somehow responsible for not just a pharmaceutical company, but the wider healthcare system, what do you think that you would want to change about it and why?
That's really an impossible question to answer because we are so far away from what would be the ideal system that I don't think our imaginations get us where we need to go. But for me personally, I do think the biggest area of improvement is alignment. That right now our systems in almost every country still operate in a structure where there is one alignment for whoever is paying, there's another alignment for the patient, there's another set of incentives or alignment building phenomenon for the providers. And until we really bring those things together, it's going to be very difficult to have a true system. And just to give you an example, we know that the most expensive aspect of care is hospitalization. But in a lot of countries, hospitals mean jobs. So we don't go after that piece of the equation because there's a misalignment between the economic interests of the community or the government and what is actually driving the increase in GDP going into healthcare. That's a misalignment. And until we can really correct that, I don't think we're truly going to have an efficient health system.
On the one hand, you're saying that we are somewhat divergent and it's almost impossible to achieve this. But then you're also saying that there's a greater alignment of the future interests that we each have. So what's the trajectory that we can actually get on to make some progress here?
The patient is one area where patient-centricity could be a really important force of alignment. And I feel optimistic because I think increasingly in this consumer environment, in this environment where we can't afford to do what we've been doing, we are going to see a convergence around how do we really improve value for the patient. So that's my source of optimism. It's going to take a long time to get there. There are going to be winners and losers in that process, I fear. But at the same time, we need an external forcing function, and I think really defining patients as our primary purpose will really help us take the next steps.